all I hope, yeah. They don't know you.
Hey guys, happy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's weekend. Valentine's Day was actually yesterday and I wanted to shoot something for it, but I was just super busy yesterday. But you like my little outfit? It's so cute. It says Heartbreaker on it. I wanted to be festive today. I honestly really didn't know what I wanted to talk about, but I was like, I want to put something out for Valentine's Day. And you know, it's funny because everyone is having different experiences on Valentine's Day. Like somebody out there on Valentine's Day is hearing I love you for the first time. Somebody on Valentine's Day is probably just found out they got cheated on. Like imagine you went through this whole thing, you landed only to find out that your partner was cheating on you the whole time, or they're spending Valentine's Day with somebody else. There are other people out there that are single and looking for love. And then there's other people out there that are just having a self-care day, you know, self-love day. It's just so crazy how everyone's having a different experience on Valentine's Day. But I feel like no matter what your experience is, there's truly no love like God's love and the love you have for yourself. And I know it sounds like not triggering, but I feel like every time you talk about self-love, or every time someone talks about self-love, it's kind of like the obvi, right? Like the obvious thing. Like, of course, everyone always says you should love yourself, and it becomes redundant because we talk about it a lot. But it's really true. There is no love like the love you have for yourself. And it's okay, y'all. Like, I know we're human beings and it's okay to feel lonely. It's okay to not want to spend Valentine's Day by yourself. It's okay. But it's one day. Like, I don't really think we should be crashing out over just one day. And it really is okay to be alone. And I think it is so necessary to be alone. And what I want to say, come here, closer. Vibe alone until you are valued. Honestly, I really think it's necessary to be alone for a while. Because think about it, if you're constantly around people, like sometimes you're just around people just for the sake of you don't want to be lonely, right? Like I've had a guy tell me, you know, I'm afraid to be alone. I don't want to be alone, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. However, you're always just around people. Sometimes you're around people you don't even like just for the sake of not being alone. Or you're hooking up with this person just because you don't want to sleep in your bed by yourself, right? But you're giving all this energy away, this free energy away to these other people, and you don't even know who you are. And I was watching this video. She was talking about how she spent, I think like she spent like, I don't remember how many months or years it was, but I know it was a long time. She was talking about how it kind of drove her crazy, you know, for like a split second, but then she started to notice that her subconscious was taking over. And I feel like when you spend enough time by yourself, you then begin to hear the voice of your subconscious. You begin to hear the voice of God speak to you. I mean, if you're never alone, how are you going to know what God's voice sounds like? If you're constantly around people that you also know only just want to take your energy, how will you know what God's voice sounds like? Then you're just listening to any and everybody. You're giving your love away to any and everybody. And then you wonder why you're heartbroken all the time, or you feel sad all the time. But if you do not take time to just be with yourself, you're lost. And I just feel so much closer to God. You know, like when I really think about the time that I spent by myself, not just in meditation, but just in general, you know, and not having to force anything or force anybody to love me, I just feel so closer to God. Some people honestly will just show you love just because it's popular to show you love. Some people will just show you love because they don't want to look like a hater. Everyone else around them, for some reason, is in love with you. So they're like, you know what? Let me just show them love just because, you know, I don't want to be the odd man out. It's crazy. Like even with Kendrick, for example, I am a huge day one Kendrick fan. I love Kendrick down. Love him down. And I'm just so proud of him and what he did at the Super Bowl. A lot of people didn't get the message, but that's okay because Kendrick had a method behind his madness. That's one thing with him. When he does something with meaning. And I've always connected with him, like always have connected with him. And it doesn't surprise me with all the hate that he's getting and then all the love that he's getting suddenly, you know, just because it's popular to like Kendrick now. Or for some people, they don't like him. They hate him. And when I woke up yesterday morning, I had the urge to listen to All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. And in the hook, he says, love, let's talk about love. Is it anything and everything you've hoped for, or does the feeling haunt you? He has this thing about love when I was watching his Nosy interview, and he really honed in on when are people going to realize we were put on this earth to love. Love is an energy. It's one of the strongest energies. Love can make you do a lot of stupid shit, but it's a powerful feeling. And it makes the world go around, guys. Like, we really cannot survive without love. And even the Bible says, and the greatest of these is love. Never ever feel like you gotta beg for somebody's love. If you find yourself doing that, please get out. Please exit. There's a difference. Now, I'm not saying that sometimes you shouldn't ask for help, right? I'm not saying sometimes you shouldn't ask for help. Sometimes, yes, you do have to humble yourself and learn from others and be willing to learn and be respectful and everything, right? But there's a difference between being humble and just having no self-respect and feeling like you have to beg somebody to love you. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Like, you can hate me. You don't have to love me. You know, you can hate everything about me. You can hate my guts, but I will never beg for you to love me, for you to accept me, I will never. And what is really important to keep in mind is that in everybody's story, you will not be loved by everyone. You don't need to be loved by everyone. And you might be hated. You might be the villain. You might be the love interest. You might be the hero. You will not be loved in everyone's story. And that's okay. You know, all the heartbreak that I've ever been through, I think in the moment, yeah, it's easy to say, oh, you know, I regret this and I regret this. And that's fair, right? You know, you feel like you wasted your time with that person. You feel like that person wasted your time. You feel like they did you wrong. They hurt you. With time, it really will heal. Because the only way to remove your energy and take your power back is to starve it. When you begin to starve that person of the love that you gave them and your energy back into you, pour back into you, you begin to start to feel like yourself again. Drink from the well of yourself and begin again. God has given you all the tools that you need to be able to move on. If you're watching this and you're heartbroken right now, you had a terrible Valentine's Day, you're sad, you know, first of all, stay off social media. You don't need to see nothing going on. You already know what's going on. You already know what the fuck going on. And I want to end with this. Maya Angelou has a quote, and she also says, you must have the courage to trust love one more time, and then again one more time. And I want you to remember that the type of love that you are searching for, it does exist. You know why? Because you exist. First, be that love. Embody it. Don't talk about it. Be it. There's another quote that says, don't speak on your philosophy, embody it. Be that love. And then don't be surprised when it comes knocking at your door. The exact love that you've been searching for, that you want, is here. Okay, I'm done rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day weekend. Be you. Stay true. Bye.
Struggles and pain only make we tougher. Also comes the money get no far. Feel love my life, still I make money and my friends alright. Make progress while them backslide, them can't stop my flame from ignite. One life, many chances, you'd live up, you'd rise to the top. Don't make it through badness, right now we have to cool off for that. Get a youth one hold on strong every day.